We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, it all fades to black. Hey, everybody. Even though I don't know if there's anybody here, I am back. Chaturdays have returned. So, that being said, coffee. And I just spilt it on myself. How wonderful is that? That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, nothing like hot coffee on your crotch. Oh, Dumari's here. Hello, sweetheart. Welcome back. I'm so happy to be back. Yeah, so let's take it back a fair bit, about 2 months now. So I will start off with May. So May for narrations, I did Brown Bear, and I did kind of the quintessential secondary last episode of um my podcast, and I explained why, but I will explain further um today a little bit more as to why I kind of decided to quit with it. But now I'm kind of back in the bus and I kind of want to start it up again. So we'll see where that goes. Yeah, so I did Brown Bear, What Do You See by Eric Carl, or Bill Martin Jr., pardon me. Eric Carl was the illustrator. Um, so that one was fun. And that one I was surprised. Like after I uploaded it, the view count was fairly high, and I was fairly happy about that because not that, views really matter to me, but I was kind of impressed with how, because I hadn't really done children's books before. Like I hadn't done children literature. And I was like, oh, well, I'll give this one a try because it's my favorite, because I've done it, like when I was a kid, it was like the book when I was a kid. So, yeah, so uh, I read it, and, like within like the first week, I think, sorry, I'm adjusting myself here. Like within the first week, it was at like almost 100 views. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, that's great. Yeah, so and then I talked about Omar Cardona in the podcast. And here's where it gets difficult. Oh, my laundry just started. Um, Here's where it gets difficult for me is because I was trying to, like, when I was doing the podcast episodes, I'm trying to give you guys something that's going to be informational for you, but also enjoyable. And it's kind of hard to just to focus on the two because it's like, um, because it's just like, well, yes, I could do this or I could do that, but then it's also just finding information is extremely hard. And I'm like, I'm struggling with this. So I think I'm just going to, like stop it for now. But then somebody had mentioned to me, well, you could always do this with the podcast. So now I've been thinking about it and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I could. Like there's other routes that I could take with the podcast. So I just have to really kind of think it through because it's like, if I'm going to be doing a 20-minute episode, I want to make sure that I have at least 20 minutes of stuff to talk about like my experiences and to talk about, my likes and interest of a certain thing, voice play related, whatever it be. So, yeah, so I think with collaborators, that's pretty much where those episodes are probably going to end because it's hard finding information on people. Like I tried to look up Adriana the other day and it led me, and Google is weird, you guys. It led me to a completely different website where it was like she basically, it wasn't even her, but I was like, well, wait a second, like is that Adriana? And then I'm like, no, that's not Adriana. That's somebody that has the same name, but they're like a entrepreneur and like they have their own little company, and I'm like, okay, she's doing very well for herself then. Okay. Um, but other than that, it was very hard to find information on Adriana. So I was like, I'm not going to stress myself out here with this. So it's like, it's collaborators may not happen. I mean, I might just do it, but there's going to be no like place of birth, like, well, figuring out age is fairly easy, but, yeah, other than that, it's kind of difficult. That's good. And the slurping has commenced. So yeah, what else did I do? Okay, so and then there was like a crap ton of crack vids that I sent out to you guys, whether it be, a voice play mind poop or whether it just be a crack vid. I did those like consistently because there was just so many ideas that was coming to me from videos and from, well, behind the scenes and from behind, everything like that. And it was just like my brain just kept on making those things happen. And it was, yeah, it was super, super fun. So let me see. Okay, so I think back in May. What happened back in May for voice play related stuff? It feels like forever since, like they actually did something with that. So did they do Enemy in May? I think. Was it Enemy? I can't remember. But either way, amazing, amazing job. And then they recently sent out Good for You with Ashley and a bunch of minis. So they've been busy with all of that stuff. And good thing on them because it's they just they work so hard. They work super super hard and just every product of theirs is amazing. So yeah, so there was May, and then we're going into June. Okay, so the reason why I didn't do a live chat in May, and I felt really bad about it because I was like, oh man, I'm like, it's the end of the month. I need to give you guys, a live chat because I feel like you guys deserve that. But things got in the way, and also I was on holidays from work because, like I said, we were been working through COVID and like changes and transitions of a certain nature. So yeah, it just I needed time off, and I tried to take time off from YouTube, Instagram, my email, text messages, even though people don't text me anyway. But I just went underground off of um just off of social media entirely because I was like, I just need that time off. I just need that break. I need to, um, refocus my creative energies and, come back with something that, is going to be amazing or awesome, hopefully. And I hope I did good. I hope when I came back at the start of June, I did good. Oh yeah, I did that other tutorial vid. That was fun recording that one because like the ones I did before, and it's funny when Jeff says this. It's like when you listen back to yourself of like doing something that you had done from months ago. Oh man, I got like flyaways here. Um like when you like hear your own voice from stuff that you did months ago and then you listen to yourself doing it now and it's like, oh crap, it's like the changes are completely different than what I had expected. So when I was listening back to that one before I uploaded it on YouTube, I was like, I never would have thought in a million years that I would be able to like my vocal fry would have improved as much as it has. So I'm extremely proud of that. Yeah, so that was fun to do. Some of the comments tickled me pink that I got on that one because it was like other people were generally confused or they said that I sounded just like Jeff. And I will take that anytime. I will always take that compliment because it's I just do what I do. So yeah, so I did that one, then I did Brown Bear, and then did the podcast episode. Got all of those things done, and then moving into June, I mean, there was like a whole ton of crack vids that I didn't keep track of. Like, I don't keep track when it comes to the crack vids. I just put them up, put them out there, whatever, done. Um, but then, oh yeah, and thanks to Jeff's inspiration, I did vegetables and underwear. I did a reading of vegetables and underwear using a German accent. So, how that one has not gotten flagged yet or somebody has gotten extremely offended by it, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. And then there's still crack vids that I'm working on, and I'm just trying to think. Because like I got this live chat going on, and now I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do going into July. So, send me suggestions on what you want to hear. I've gotten a couple of them, and I just keep on adding to the list. So, oh yeah, for anybody who's asking about my finger, don't pull off a hangnail. If I was to take off this bandage right now, my finger would look absolutely disgusting. So, yeah, it's definitely gotten infected and, um, hydrogen peroxide and, um, rubbing alcohol has been my best friend for the past, like, 3 days. So yeah. Oh, yes, and I got my shirts. Actually, I will show you guys up close. One of them is actually 2 of them are in the wash right now. So, but I did manage to get Whoa. I got the Jeff shirt. He 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 he. So, or G off, I guess. I don't know how you would um explain that. That was an early birthday present to myself, and it actually managed to come right before my birthday. So I was super, super happy about that. Was super, super happy. They are expensive. Even with the discount codes, it does nothing when it comes to international shipping, y'all. You get knocked down so many rungs. It's ridiculous. Poor mommy. Nah, do worry. I'm gonna be fine. Mom's gonna be fine. On Monday, I'm actually going to be making an appointment with my doctor just to have him look at it, just in case if it's getting worse or if it's getting better. I think it's getting better, but if he has to give me an antibiotic, then he has to give me an antibiotic. So it has been cold here today. I should not have had my window open last night or my fans blowing on me because it's like 59 degrees now, and it's like, ugh, it's cold. It's just like long sleeves in the middle of June. That's, ridiculous, right? Um, yeah, so and then like my birthday was on not last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before. The 14th was my birthday. So I'm another rotation around the sun and I'm another year older and I'm feeling older. And everybody's asking me, it's like, what how did they put it? It was like getting like now that you're 28, what are some of the things that you want to do for your birthday? Well, the one thing that I wanted to do for my birthday was just to handle my stress a little bit better. I've just kind of been getting back into the routine of um getting myself super stressed out and then not being able to deal with the stress. So there's that I have to work on, and obviously I have to put self-care as a priority for myself. Like it's like I have to be selfish. I have to be a little bit more selfish when it comes to my own needs and my own whatever it is. So hopefully it's not too bright in the back there. I mean, I think my lighting looks fairly good because it's a little bit darker day today. So, yeah, if you got any questions, send them my way. I know a lot of people were busy today because they're working or they're working. So, or it's just an off time for them. I try to make it to where it is somewhat works for everybody, but it doesn't. So, okay, so we had enemy and we've had good for you and oh my god. Speaking of the shirt and way down, I work in housekeeping and I have the same broom that Jeff has in that video. As long as some of the products that I have in that video. And every time I look at it now, it's just like one of these days there is going to be a broom guitar solo happening and people are going to look at me in the weirdest way. But I've been giving people context. I've been showing people that video specifically. And once I actually took the shirts to work, my way down shirt and my Jeff shirt, and people were laughing so extremely hard because they were just like, "That is awesome." And it's like, "Where do I get one?" And I'm like, Castellucci.com, jeffcastellucci.com. Go get one. So, Um, yeah, so I'm definitely always rallying people to go and get merch from his store, just even if it be like the Audible or if it be accessories or if it be merch, just go do it, man. Support the guy. It's just so fun. That video was a hoot. Oh my god. And then he takes to TikTok and posts himself singing the C2 in a subharmonic. And I'm like, dude, come on. And I have tried it, and I sent it to one of my other bass friends that I have out there, and, like, one that actually does sing bass, and he's like, "I can't even hit that." He's like, "How did you manage to hit that? I can't even hit that." And I'm like a 15-year-old bass. And it's like, well, here I am, 28, and I'm, hitting like not close to C1. I think it's maybe like an A1 or something, like something that like that's it's probably an octave higher because my voice just doesn't go all that way. But it's very brutal. It's a note that is very, very brutal. And if you manage to get it, you manage to get it. But, I mean, I would probably have to practice that, like, extremely early in the morning. That seems to be when most of the notes that I sing that are in the lower register are, like, the most resonant and the most full because my voice is so, um, relaxed. Because it's still like, it hasn't been working since I went to bed, so and I love your voice. Oh, thank you, Dumari. Thank you. That's really sweet. Um I mean, I don't know. It's like, do people want me to do it right now? I mean, because like, I don't know if I would feel it because I don't have enough caffeine in my system or water. So, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I try it and embarrass the hell out of myself on live? I don't know. Um, okay, so out of the clones, you guys, Jeff, Jeff, or Goff, who is your favorite? Out of those 3 dummies, who is your favorite? Tell me in the chat. Tell me, tell me. Well, mine personally is Joff because singing with toilet brushes just seems like something I would do. So, um, Goff, yeah. Because he's just coming in and he's looking at the other ones like, "What the hell are you guys doing? Like, just why?" It's like so, yeah, that one was super fun. I was not expecting that at all when he first released it. I was like, "What?" Because like, I think he had told us he was doing an Elvis tune, but he never told us how crazy it was gonna be and what song it was gonna be, so then I initially went and I looked at the original, and I was like, "Okay, I see, what you're doing," but, like, I didn't think that he was gonna take it the way that he took it. But then also once you hear JD Sumner in that bass line, oh my god, I was like, "Yep, that's definitely a Jeff song right there." Because it's like anything that has JD Sumner in it, you know that it's like it's gonna be good, and it was extremely well done. So, good job, Jeff. Oh my god, like, it's just daddy Goff. He's a daddy, he really is. Speaking of daddy, um they celebrated their 15th anniversary yesterday, Jeff and Kathy. And I could not be more happy for them because it's like 15 years of being together with somebody for 15 years. I mean, I was with somebody for 6 and I felt like that was long enough, but you know, when you know, you know, you know. Mm, it's good coffee. Um yeah, so I'm trying to think what else did I do? Because I had it open here when I first started, and then, I think I could probably pull it up on my phone here, hang on. And I've been having crazy Discord chats lately, like, I've been spending hours and hours talking with friends on Discord, And we just have the most fun talking about anything and everything. It's hilarious. Oh, and then there's all the Instagram. Um, Maybe able to drop in for a few. Hello, Erica, if you're out there. I don't know if you are, but hello. um, yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, there's Jeff Sparrow, vegetables and underwear. Oh, yeah, that one is up to 105 views now. Yeah, and I also did a like a Lord of the Rings style type of ASMR video, and there was no script. I did that one completely unscripted, but I was also watching Lord of the Rings while I was on vacation, so I figured I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go do it. I'm gonna pretend to be Galadriel and see how this works. But so far, like people say that I have a good narrative voice. So, with that being said, what is it that you guys want to hear? I mean, like, just send me anything and everything. Like, just send me books, send me poetry, send me, whatever. Cause it's like, I still want to read to you guys. I really do. And then there's other projects that I kind of want to redo, because I kind of feel like I could redo them if I wanted to. Cause like, it's like Little Mermaid. I loved My Little Mermaid, but that one took forever to do. And now knowing the tools that I have at my disposal now and like the editing techniques that I have learned, um, it's like I want to remaster it a little bit. Like I want to bring it back into current time and then see how it does like on the real life scale because it's like my subscriber count has grown. So but yeah, I'm always very proud of that video because it was very popular at the start of my channel, so I was like super super happy. So I've just been trying to find literature that people are going to like. I've gotten suggestions and I want to keep doing them for y'all because it just seems so much fun. Or if you can think of something else that you want me to do, shout out at me. Like just let me know cuz it's like if I don't have any ideas in the can, then I don't know how. Like, I don't know what you guys want, and if I don't know what you guys want, then it makes it difficult for me to do anything. So, um, yeah, let me see. Yeah, so swollen finger, not good. Well, was there a story that I wanted to share with you guys? Because I was like, oh my god, I can't wait until I get into the live stream to talk about this. But I can't remember what it was. Was it maybe talking about, was it something that happened at work? No, it wasn't something that happened at work. Um, oh man, what was it? It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious, and I could not wait to tell you guys about this because it was just so fun. If any of you have been questioning what has been happening on my Instagram lately with me tagging Cece and Oogie Boogie, it's because she wants to be scared because she wants to get over her fear of getting scared about very light things. So I've just been spamming her with like these scariest things. So yeah. She appreciates it. Don't get me wrong. She appreciates it, but it's also just it's just one of those things that it's like, yep, if it's just random, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, and I've also been doing TikTok vids lately. I posted me duetting Critical Role with Erica, and that one was fun. It's really hard to do the subharmonics in that one though. Oh, because it's like I tried doing it with Carly. I duetted it with Carly, and I had to do two different takes because one, um, I would have the subharmonic and then I would lose it. So like my consistency and resonance just wasn't there. And also depending on the time of the day. Like Jeff's right when he says that it's like you can lose your voice at a specific time of the day. Even if you haven't really been using it that much, you can lose it. So that one was like recorded at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday, and my voice was just gone. So it's like I have to do it like first thing in the morning in order for my resonance to just be there because throughout the day I'm just gonna lose it. So there is that. Yeah, so I did Critical Role. did a little bit of Billie Eilish. Um, I don't wanna say goodbye. I mean, I don't know what that one was, but it was just a random one that I wanted to do, and I wanted to see, like I wanted to test out my head voice. Um, it needs a lot of work, so there's just so much work that I have to do vocally that I have to do. Oh, it was so funny the other day. Oh, bye, Dumari. Love you so much, honey. Mwah. Take care of yourself. Um, yeah, so it was just so hilarious because it was like after um yeah, uh after Way Down went out, I was like seizing the opportunity to post things on Instagram and on just any sort of social media that I could possibly do because it was just so funny. And like I'm looking at my cart, like the housekeeping cart that I have, and I'm just like, "Oh my god." It's like I can no longer look at this the same. And so my coworker comes in and I'm, like I'm organizing things on my cart to get it ready for the day. And then she's looking at me and then I'm like I'm pulling, hair and fuzz off of the top of my broom because like I have it upside down to where like the bristles are at the top and I'm cleaning off the top. And then she comes in and she goes, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Look at what they did to my babe." It's like my babe, her hair is all full of knots and all full of, crap. And then I'm like, "Yes, I've been sniffing the bleach again." So that's like the non-ending joke that happens now is that it's just like bleach is always going to be the one thing of my insanity. Um yeah, so it was pretty funny. Um yeah, yeah, we've just been giggling about it for the whole time. And she came up to me the one time and she's like, "Katie," and I'm like, "What?" And then she's like, "I just can't," and she's shaking her butt, and I'm like, "Oh my god." So yeah, that's the ongoing thing. And and then like even when I'm putting my mop head onto, the mop head pole, like I'm just running my fingers through the mop, making sure that there's no knots and no nothing, and it's just like, "It's okay, babe." It's like, "I got you." It's so then it's like, what is your fascination with a broom or a mop? And I'm like, "Trust me, you wouldn't understand. If I told you, you wouldn't understand." So, um, yeah, and then there's the newest thing out of Canada, you guys. I don't know who the hell thought of this to be a good idea, but there's such a thing known as the ketchup popsicle. Ugh, hell no. Ugh, I just no. And I sent that to Jeff on Patreon. I asked him, I was like, "What do you think of like the ketchup popsicle?" And he got back to me and he just said, "Gross." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's about right. I understand that." It's like, who in their right mind would eat ketchup popsicle? That's like taking gazpacho, refreezing it, and putting it on a stick. It's like I might as well save myself the trouble and just vomit, freeze it, and then eat that. Like it would be the same disgusting thing, only on a bigger, more disgusting scale. Oh boy. Uno momento. Ooh, coffee went down the wrong tube. Okay, there we go. Um, yeah, so that was actually pretty hilarious. Actually, it was like ketchup popsicles. Really, there are a lot of things that don't exist in this world And ketchup popsicles is just one of those things that does not belong. Oh, and it was actually pretty funny because we had made sandwiches a couple days ago, and it was like I had ham, lettuce, tomato, and mayo. But I went ahead and I did a Jeff thing, and I took the lettuce by the leaf, and then I took the mayonnaise and then just put it on top of the leaf. And while I'm doing that, all I could think of was like, "Would you like some mayonnaise, Ellie?" It's like I'm just like laughing silently to myself because it's so funny. Um, and we've been playing Hurdle recently in my house, and like what Hurdle is, for those of you who don't know, it's a game where you get like 30 seconds of a song, and or I think it's like a 3 seconds, and like then it goes up to like you get 5 guesses in total. Hello, Erica. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, yeah, you get up to 5 guesses on the song, and you have to either guess like the title of the song or the artist of the song. And it was hilarious because Breaking Up is Hard to Do was one of the songs that I had to guess. And here I am, and I'm listening to it, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm like, "Why does that sound so familiar?" Because 'Cause I'm like, "I know Voice Play did it," and I'm like, "But wait," I'm like, "What song is that? What is it?" Because it's like, "Down, dooby doo, down, down. Come on, down, dooby doo, down, down. Come on." And I'm like, "Oh my god." I'm like, "Okay, it's slower from Voice Play," but I'm like, "That tune is so familiar," but yet I'm, like, killing myself here because 'cause I'm like, "I don't know what song it is. I don't know, and I don't know the artist." Then I'm like, "Darn you, Voice Play. You're making me get, familiar with a lot of these artists." But at the same time, it's like I'm killing myself because I don't know who it is. I have no idea. So my dad actually managed to get it, so I was happy about that. Um, what else? What other song did I do? Oh, I managed to guess, Soundgarden, Black Hole Sun, and I was freaking out about that one too because I was like, "Oh my god," I was like, "If Jeff was sitting at my table right across from me, he would just be shouting right at me, like, he would just be so upset." So it's like, because like, it was just like, "Da, da, 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 da," and I'm like, "Oh my god," I'm like, "I know that tune," and it's like, it's "da, da, sun," but I'm like, "Oh my god," I'm like, "What are the other 2 words?" Because it's like, I know the line, I know the verse, and I know the chords, but it's like, what's the name of the song? It's like, it's something Sun, right? So I'm like, I know it's Soundgarden. I'm like, Chris Cornell, I know it's Soundgarden, but I'm like, what song is it? And then dad said, wait, it's Black Hole Sun. And I'm like, yes. I'm like, that's what it is. And I'm like, and we got it like I think on the 4th try. So we didn't fail too badly. Yeah, like last night, um, before I started to people on Discord, um, it oh my god, what was it? It was, Pony by Guinevere? Is that the artist? Or is it Genuine? I forget which one it is. Thanks to Jeff for that one. Yes. Yes, he saved my butt. But again, I also like, I listen to Soundgarden. Like, they'll play it on the radio every day when I'm going into work. So it's like, he and I grew up on the same musical groups when we were growing up. I mean, he grew up in the '80s and I grew up in the '90s, but that like alternate heavy rock was huge before the pop scene kind of took over and then demolished everything to crap. Pardon me. um yeah, what was it? Even country now, it's like I used to listen to country all the time, but now it's like country slash rap, and it's like, hell no. I'm sorry, Erica, I just had to do that for you. So, yeah, it's like, why tarnish a good thing? I just had to say, like, it's just like, why tarnish a good thing? Um, oh man, what was that other story that I was going to tell? I mean, I was laughing so hard about it, and I said to myself, I was like, I got to bring this up in live chat, but my memory is just like, it's a dumpster fire. Um, yeah, let me think. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, Discord chats are always fun. And I'm thinking of maybe going live there as well. Maybe I might do it like this way, like have video if my internet will not poop and not give me a whole lot of trouble. Um it might work out. I don't know. Maybe yeah, I don't know. Um yeah, let me think. Okay, so there was good for you. Um Yeah, that one was pretty good. I have to be a stick in the mud though, because the original annoys the hell out of me. It is like every radio station or every day that I have ever had to listen to anything music related, it has been that song. And I'm like, "Oh my god. Hell no." It's like, no. It's just like, why? It's okay. Voice Play's version actually got me to like it again, which like they always do. They always bring that up. And yes, the Paramore bit, I was not expecting that, and that that shocked me because I'm like Paramore was another artist that, through my teens, the teen angst, it was one of those groups. So it was like I remember, oh man, there was like airplanes, um and then there was oh god, like there was just so many, like Misery, yeah, Paramore was huge for me. That and Evanescence was huge for like angsty type of thing. Maybe I'm too emotional, but your apathy is like a wounded soul. Maybe I'm too emotional, or maybe you never cared at all. Yeah, so I don't got it today, but there you go. So, yeah, it's because I've been coughing because I haven't been drinking enough water, and then also I almost choked on my coffee earlier. Oh, and you missed it, Erica. At the start of this, I spilled coffee on my crotch. So so if I had balls, they would be burned. What? Hell no. Yeah, my poor crotch. Yeah, so uh, do you have any questions? Like any personal questions, any non-personal questions, any random facts that you want to know? Um, hit me up because this is like kind of at the boring stage of the live chat where I just kind of sit here and in silence, in solitude. Because it's like I'm done talking. So that eyebrow though, you see that? Let me see if I can do it with the other one. Yep. That took me a while to do that too. Like just to get the actual eyebrow working. Yeah. So never used to do that, but now I do. Just with most things, never was able to do it, but now I can with practice, determination. Oh my god, why is my camera? That was weird. There was like a piece of hair that just like flew over here. Carly would be scared. I still can't. I still can't what? Baby, getting closer. The lights are going dim. The sound of your breathing, yeah, has made the mood I'm in. All of my resistance lying on the floor. The sound of is taking me to places that I've never been before. Ooh, and I can feel. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna continue with that, even though it's a fun song. But I'm not gonna bore you with my very out of tune singing. So I apologize. um, Good for you. You're happy and healthy, healthy. Yeah, it's like I mean, once they released that, I was like, oh, that's cool. But then River was very, very good. The River Mini and also Critical Role was super fun. Love doing that. I don't know what the heck happened when I do edit it, when I do edited Erica on it, because I tried to upload it while I was at work and then the connection failed. Like it, well, failed. Okay, yeah, there's a word. It failed. So then I had to like re-upload it, and then when it re-uploaded it didn't have my description. It didn't carry over the description of what I was saying, and it didn't say that it was a duet with Erica, and it didn't say anything. I want to do it. But shut your mouth and roll me like a river. Yeah, it's like, even though Jeff's like, can they just use please shut your mouth and run me like a river? Never hurts to be polite. It's like, that dude, I tell you. It's just like, um, yeah, and in the chat, it was actually funny for good for you because Jeff was so upset because he had broken up with his boyfriend previously. So I guess gain is no longer a thing. That was hilarious. That one live chat that they did manage to do. Oh my god. I mean, take away all of the technical difficulties that they were having. It was hilarious because it's like um when Jeff and Lane were talking about the whole kissing thing, I completely thought that it was the edit that somebody had made for Lane's birthday. I seriously thought that it was them, like, that they had kissed each other before that, or they were talking about that edit that was making it onto, uh that they were making it onto, like, the internet, and I was like, "That is so hilarious." Like, that is just too funny. But no, it was not. It had to do with something with them being French. So, I have no idea. Internet is cutting out. Oh, no. Erica's internet is pooping all over the place. Internet pooping. Go clean that up. Internet poop. Hell no. Of course, I put a 1 right there. I cannot type. But then I was also typing with my bad finger. So, yeah, and if you're concerned about my finger, it's getting better. It doesn't hurt as much and it's not as swollen. So, um, yeah, it's pretty awesome. But I think I am going to finish this live up because every time I end up talking about something like this, my voice, I lose it. So yeah, so I think that's it. So yeah, send me your suggestions. I can't really tell you guys what's going to be happening for next month because I don't think I really know yet. I don't think I really know what I'm going to be doing for next month. Again, send me suggestions of what you guys want to hear, what you guys want to see. It always helps me out a lot for the yeah, just for the channel overall, and of course with mind poops and voice play crack seems to be like the bread maker, so to speak. Like those are the ones that people are always watching because I've been looking at the analytics, and I can't say, but and they've been doing fairly good. So if I can keep up with those, I can. It just depends on like getting ideas out there. So yeah, so there we go. My laundry's done. I'm gonna go hang it and then probably wash my bed sheets. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. Send me suggestions. I will see you guys soon. And I promise I'm gonna try to get another live stream out to you next month, at the end of next month. Podcast. Keep an eye out for it. I may continue it. I don't know. It's just it's in the air right now. So We'll see. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.